Hello. It's puppet time. Sorry for the delay there getting started. I hit start stream and then rushing around trying to finish a couple things. Main thing being today was the first day of the season where I cannot park my car on my street in the morning. I need to park it half a block away around the corner because they do street cleaning, whatever. And possibly a surprise, but would you imagine that walking half a block away to retrieve your car takes a little bit longer with a broken toe? It's a little bit more of an ordeal, so that was a bit more of a trip than I thought it was going to be. But I'm here now, I'm playing Lies of P. I was real close to convincing myself to just ditch Lies of P for today and play some more Baldur's Gate instead. Because I was really into it last night. I was really excited to get to the end of like Act 1 finally and almost be able to start Act 2, so it almost broke me today. But I will persevere, and we're sticking to the schedule. However, I don't remember the last thing I did in this. And I also just realized I wasn't talking and the mic was not in front of me the whole time. So, that all probably sounded like shit. Or completely inaudible. So that's fun. If I was unable to be heard, oh well. All I was doing was talking about my broken foot anyway. So it's fine. I'll give you 1 second. There was something I wanted to change here. OBS real quick. I'm pretty sure I just heard my dog's squeaky toy. I did. He's deciding now is the time that he wants to play. I'm sorry. I'm not right now. He's staring at me with just like the most pathetic, desperate eyes, with his toy laying right next to his face. I feel so bad, but also it's too late. Like 20 minutes ago was the time. All right. Anyways. Game's great. I'm using streaming as an excuse to, well, I have two excuses to replay it. One being starting to stream. Perfect excuse. But the main excuse being DLC's coming out sometime in the summer or whenever. And, you know, I already played the game when it came out, but I had played it on Game Pass on my Xbox. However, it's getting removed from Game Pass. And there's probably some sort of cloud save PC shenanigans that I could pull to make my save file still work through Steam. But I don't want to figure that out. And so, for all intents and purposes, as far as I'm concerned, my save file's dead. It's gone. No more. So, I need to replay the game before the DLC. And so, two birds, one stone. I will be honest, though, that my desire to stream this instead of Baldur's Gate is a little I think I was saying I really want to stream, debating streaming Baldur's Gate again tonight and just say fuck the schedule. But I don't know, I'm just having more fun streaming Baldur's Gate right now than this. I think part of it is just because I'm replaying this. Why does this seem dark? This feels darker than it should be. You're trying with the toy again. I'm not sure if his squeaks can come through. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, I want brightness up slightly. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like streaming this isn't hitting as much as I would like. It helps that Baldur's Gate, other than my like vague knowledge of like some of Act 1, which now everything in Baldur's Gate is completely blind to me. And that is very appealing. And it feels more fun than, you know, just kind of other than one boss that took me a few tries so far, I'm kind of just blowing through this. But I was debating maybe just doing, because right now I'm like doing 2 days a week of this, 2 of Baldur's Gate, and then the 1 little extra one. So like tomorrow I'm going to play Crow Country, which I've wanted to play for a while. I just kept waiting for a Steam sale. And it went on sale several times, but like, I never wanted to pull the trigger. Now I did. Oh man, train of thought. Left the station. Oh man. Oh, yeah. Debating just like possibly doing 1 day a week of this instead of 2, and doing like 3 of Baldur's Gate. But the problem with that is like, this isn't short. It's not Baldur's Gate long, but like it's not short. And I really am looking forward to Expedition 33, which is April. Yes. I know off the top of my head, and I'm not Googling it. April 24th. I knew that. And if I were to only play this once a week for like 3 hours, considering I beat it before, I probably still could finish it by then, because that's like what, 4 weeks or something like that. But I don't trust it, and I want to be sure that I'm done with this by the time that comes out, because I would like to stream that. So at least for now, sticking to the 2 of each, unless I decide to just ditch Lies of P completely until the DLC. But so Resident Evil, okay, so the old ones, like as far as like 2, like 2, 3, I've never played the original 2 and 3. I've never even played the original 1. I played the remake, the GameCube, well, originally GameCube remake of 1. I only ever played like 10 minutes of the actual original 1, but 2 and 3 I've never touched. I've only played the remakes. So keep that in mind as far as whatever I would consider my favorite. I would probably have to give it to... It's gonna be 4. 4 is the favorite. I'm just deciding whether I like... What in the world? Okay. I can't tell if somehow the vibrate of my controller doing that is like going up through into the mic and then back into like the monitor in my headphones, or if it's vibrating like through, because I have the controller. Hold on, I need to deal with this. I can't think. Good thing. But I have the controller plugged in because I like the DualSense features. I love the DualSense. I love the haptic stuff. And to the best of my knowledge, and by that I mean when I tried to Google it like a year ago, I couldn't find a way for the DualSense haptics to work wirelessly on PC. So plugged in it is. And I can't tell if the vibrate noise is going through the cord into my headset cord into the headset. But anyways, RE4, I'm trying to decide which one I prefer. Because RE4 Remake has recency bias and also just feels better to play. But I don't know, like, if you just counts, like, you know, for its time, if I would say original's still better or not. Because there's some stuff in the original that's not in the new remake that I miss greatly. Like running from the boulder and the QTE Krauser, whatever his name is, fight, running from the giant robot's cool. I'll tie them. Original 4 and Remake 4 is my favorite. RE8 is very close. I very much like Resident Evil 8. Oh yeah, some of the OG voice lines are great. Some of the new ones were good too. Like some of the changes were good. I don't have a great memory of Ashley's section in the original, but when I was playing, because it's been a while since I played original 4, probably should have replayed it before the remake came out just to have a direct comparison, but I didn't want to burn myself out. I feel like I much preferred the new Ashley section. Yeah, I don't understand the RE8 hate. 7 I understand. I like 7 a lot, but I understand the issues people have with 7. 8 I don't understand. Like it had like everything. It had the goofy Resident Evil action. It had the horror. Like the I can't remember her name, but the doll chick. The whole bit with her and like the baby in the basement is like one of the scariest, at least at the first time, is one of the scariest things I've ever played in a video game. I mean, on replay, it's kind of unfortunate and just really quick. You just breeze through it. Who cares? But that can't be helped. But I don't know. RE8 just like, I just really, really liked it. And like, I feel like every Resident Evil game kind of has the unfortunate problem where it's like the first like act of it is the best, and even if the later ones are still good, they still kind of just get worse as it goes. Especially 7. Like I can't stand the ship in 7. Like I can deal with the mines, but the ship is not great. I feel like I think I just learned that like a week ago. When I heard it, it sounded kind of familiar, but also like it was brand new. So I'm not sure if I just knew at some point and forgot. No, I feel like I didn't know, because when I played RE8, yeah, that was before Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if the Baldur's Gate 3 early access started yet, but I didn't play that, so yeah, I just found that out like a week ago. But RE8, as far as like the ending being worse or better, I think, ah man, I get so distracted when I'm rambling, and I don't know if I like just autopilot went everywhere back here already, or if there's like any nooks and crannies that I missed. So I went this way, right? Yeah, there's dead bodies. Yeah, I don't think there's any part of RE8 that I would say that I actively disliked or felt like were like subpar. I mean, the swampy fishman bit is a little I think it's fine, but I think it's far better than like the ship with Mia in 7. Now, out of my own curiosity, I'm trying to decide what I would count as third, because I'm tying RE4 and Remake as first, RE8 second. I'm gonna tie RE, because I can't say original RE2, so I'm gonna tie RE2 Remake and RE1 Remake. RE1 Remake was very fun. And the first time I played it, which was like, I don't know, like 5 years ago, I played it in one straight shot. I just pulled an all-nighter and just went through the whole thing. I'm just gonna go down here first. One bonus about playing Liza P again, though. I don't like, other than like the very beginning, my like memory of stuff in the game isn't that great. Like I don't remember my way around everywhere. And like I can vaguely remember some bosses. And like sure, whenever I get to bosses, I'll be like, oh yeah, this one. But like as a whole, it's not like ingrained in my memory. RE5, specifically co-op, is also great. I love RE5. I know some people are kind of getting sick of the whole remake shtick, but man, do I hope they remake RE5 and keep like co-op. That would be so great. There were also rumors of remaking RE1 again, and I'd also be down for that. My memory of Uncharted, oh, I'm not on heal. Is very hit and miss. Because I like binged through all of them. Like my first playthroughs of all of them were back to back. Like I bought the Uncharted collection and Uncharted 4 at the same time when Uncharted 4 came out, and I had never played any of them. And I played them straight through, so because of binging it like that, it's spotty. But I think I'm in like a minority that, because I didn't like play them when they came out and I played them all for the first time at once, I liked Uncharted 4 way more. Then like it was easily my favorite one. Like it just felt better to play. I liked the story and whatever. And I feel like a lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people like 2 the best, and I understand that. But given how I played them, I liked 4 a lot. I still haven't played, oh, what's it called? Lost Legacy. I think I've started it like 4 times, and every time I get like 2 hours in, and then I get distracted, play something else, and I never go back to it. And by the time I think about it again, I'm like, I gotta start over. I have no memory of what's going on. Specifically mechanics in the first one. The first one is so noticeably like older feeling than the other 2. And I remember parts of 3 being like stupid difficult for no reason. But also like, I don't know, the Last of Us games don't have bits like that that are just stupid difficult, but like other Naughty Dog games are like that. Like some bits of each Uncharted game are harder. Good job, me. I'll be honest, I have no memory of what you mean by jet ski bits. I have no clue what, I don't remember that at all. When I was thinking of like hard parts in 3 specifically, I was thinking of like the shipyard or whatever, where you're going from like tanker to tanker. There's people with rocket launchers. But like, not Jak and Daxter 1 so much, but Jak 2 has some parts that are so stupid difficult, like it's unbelievable. Where it's like you're timed to get from like point A to point B, doing whatever, but the timing is so strict. Like even if you don't mess up, you're like barely making it. I just realized when I had gone in here, I paid no attention to whatever I picked up. So I have no clue what I got. Was it this? Possibly? Actually, you know what? I think I do want to use this. Because I know the Pirate King or whatever it is coming up, and I think he had fire. See, my memory of the first game is the worst. Other than just how it kind of felt, I remember very little, and I remember it's like El Dorado, and that there's the weird little... How do I get over there? I don't remember what the creatures are called at the end, but in my head I'm just thinking like gremlin-y things. Don't remember what they are. Part of me wants to say like chupacabras. I have no clue. I was gonna say Wendigo for a second, but they're not Wendigos. But like even Jack 3 also, parts of it are just so absurdly difficult. And I feel like they kind of ditched that with Last of Us. I've never played all of Last of Us 1. When it first came out, I kind of didn't vibe with it. And I always wanted to go back after 2 because I liked 2. I just never have. I figure one day I'll buy the remake of 1 to play it, but I still haven't. Because I just haven't figured it's worth the money. Where did this go? Okay, this goes around under. Part of me did want to at some point replay all the Uncharted games, but like I have such an awful backlog, and that's such a huge like commitment. Be like, all right, let's go play all of these, and so it's someday. At the very least, I need to play Lost Legacy. I'm also not excited about Until Dawn movie. I like it's different enough. It's so weird because like I can see the thought process behind what they're trying to do. And like it's not a matter of like, oh, they're just taking the name and trying to do their own thing and ignoring the game. I can see that what they're trying to do is, because a big part of the game is the whole like, hey, making different choices can affect the game, and that's the whole draw of it. And so I can tell that they're trying to replicate that with the movie by making it like, oh, we have to survive until dawn, and so they keep getting killed and trying to choose different ways to do things. I get that, and I can respect it, but at the same time, it's not Until Dawn. Like, like you're making a movie based on a game that seemingly has nothing to do. Okay, I'm backtracking. Oops. Seemingly has. Did I get over there? How do I get over there? Yeah, seemingly has nothing to do with the actual story of the game. Which at that point is like, what's the point? Call it like, don't make it Until Dawn. Make it like, what they're calling, like the Dark Pictures anthology is what they're calling all the other stuff. Do something with that, like call it like Dark Picture or whatever, and just kind of make it a movie based around that whole concept and just leave it at that. How do I... Is it not set in wintertime? I watched the trailer once and I was trying to pick out like anything that I'm like, okay, that's from the game. And outside of like there being a brief shot of what I think was a Wendigo, and I think it showed what I assume is supposed to be the guy that like has the flamethrower in Until Dawn, that like you think is a bad guy, but he's like actually like trying to help. Other than that, there's nothing else that stood out to me that like, I feel like there were monsters and everything even that I was like, what in the world are these? These are just random generic horror movie monsters just for the sake of it. Because that's no fun. what did I just get? Technique +4. I don't need that. But at the same time, Until Dawn's one of those deals where it's like, if it was a proper adaptation, because of how that game works, I feel like you could also argue, like, what's even the point? Because that type of game is already kind of like you're just watching a movie anyway. Which isn't me knocking it. I like Until Dawn a lot. But since that's kind of like what it is already, it's like, what's the point of a movie? It's like the Last of Us show. Like, it's good, but like, it's just the game. Like, there's no... I don't know. I like the Last of Us show, but I'm very critical of it. I feel like this show very much downplayed the threat of clickers and stuff compared to the game. And I get that maybe they're trying to like focus more on like, oh, it's more about like human conflicts and whatever. But like, parts of the show, it's like, it makes it seem like they went on this whole trek across wherever to get from A to B with like no issues. And it's just weird to me. I don't know if I'd say I'm worried for season 2, but like, I don't even know if I think there's a trailer now that I haven't even watched. But the other week I had this realization that I'm like, because Pedro Pascal is such a big name and they don't want to waste him, what if in their attempt to try to be a little bit different, they try to put a twist on it, so like everyone's going to expect like, oh, he's gonna die in the first episode or 2, but instead, kind of like how the second game you switch back between Ellie and Abby and all that, and you have like flashbacks with Abby to see what she was doing. I'm like, what if the whole season they're flipping back and forth between like the stuff that Ellie's doing in the game, like before you go out to find Joel, like when she's in town, that stuff, and like her trip to find Joel, and flashing back and forth between that and Abby before killing Joel, and then they just don't bother with killing Joel till the end of season 2. Which, if they do that, I feel like that's going to make season 2 really drag out. Like, they'd be like squeezing a lot of stuff out of very little part of the game. And then season 3, they just make it the stuff after Joel dies. I wish I could pause. I really want to like readjust how my wires are laying, because I think me hearing the vibrate has to be because of my wires. If it was going up through like my microphone mount, I feel like it shouldn't be like, if I had my controller setting on, oh come on guy. If I had it setting on my desk, I feel like that would make sense, but I'm holding it. I'm actively holding it, so it's not touching anything, and I'm still hearing it. I need to lock in. Doing great. If I even get to phase 2, I am not surviving through that. No. Yeah, it's working. bad at this weapons, like, little parry thing. Okay, so I'm fine with dying. Yeah, see, especially because I think, like, of them wanting to spread it into 2 seasons, like, I'm really banking on thinking that they're going to drag out his death till the finale, and they're going to make the entirety of the I'm moving things around. I think they're going to make the entirety of the 2nd season like Abby's flashbacks and explaining her desire for revenge, but they're not going to say it's Joel. They're not going to say it was Joel that she is wanting revenge on. They're going to hide all of that. They're going to introduce her like this new character whose like dad was murdered and she's doing all this stuff, but they're not going to say it was Joel that did it. And you're going to find out it was Joel that did it when like she winds up at the say like there's going to be like a say it's 8 episodes. There's going to be like an end of episode 7 stinger where she winds up at the same building that Joel's in or something like that. And it's going to be like, wait, it's him. Ugh. I'm going to throw up. Video game adaptation things with movies and shows is so weird though, because it's like Fallout is great, but Fallout's not like directly adapting anything. It's just kind of set in the world, so that's fine. Last of Us, like, even though it's good, I'm like, it's the game's already like a movie. Like they're not really like creatively doing anything, so I feel like it doesn't count. I've not watched Borderlands. Kind of want to just to see how bad it is. But in all fairness, I thought that was doomed from the start because of I've only ever played Borderlands 3, so the names of people I'm not great with them. But whoever the actress is that plays like the main red-haired chick, I feel like was like one of the worst things they could have done for casting, and I feel like it was doomed from that point. Not that she's a bad actress, but like she's way too old for that role. I don't know if there's like a way they try to like make it make sense in the movie, but like the Sonic movies are fun, but I also feel like they almost like don't count. At least the first one. Because the first one is just like, the first one feels like it's just like your like generic run-of-the-mill buddy comedy with a CG character. They just made it Sonic. Like, it feels like there's nothing really Sonic about the movie other than him being in it. 2 and 3 I like much more. Any of the Halo show. I think maybe I watched a little bit and I hated it and I stopped. Mario movie's good, but Mario is like bordering on like the Sonic issue, but like a little bit. It's like a little better. I don't know if necessarily having the whole hey, they're actually just real New York people, or New York, whatever, I don't remember. They're just like real people that got sucked into the Mario world, and I feel like that's a little less fun than if it's just set in Mushroom Kingdom, like, why do you gotta, like, make it plausible? Like, just put it there. I've never really been a Minecraft person, but I can't tell if the Minecraft movie, based on the last trailer, still looks like hot garbage, or if it looks like okay. I do kind of hate that it seems like instead of just making, you know, a movie in the Minecraft universe, they're just ripping off the new Jumanji movies, and that's what it just seems like it is. But whatever. What other Adam? I never saw Assassin's Creed. I never saw Uncharted. I'm sure God of War is going to be awful, because they said something about like the showrunner or director, how he's like, he never played it because he started to, but he's not a gamer and he couldn't grasp the modern controller or whatever. And I'm like, this is good. So we're going to have another video game adaptation by someone who doesn't respect or like video games. So it's going to be terrible yet again, like all the others. Despite having some issues with it, I like the Warcraft movie. And I find the Warcraft movie just very fun, and like, I don't think it's really overly offensive at all. I enjoy it. My only issue with the Warcraft movie is like, I think there is a drastic quality difference in like the design and the writing between the scenes where it's like all CGI and you're following the orcs versus the scenes where there are the humans. All the CGI scenes with the orcs are like great, but then you switch to the humans and like all the writing and acting seems really corny and bad. The costumes, they're clearly trying to remain faithful to the game, but to a fault, because they're too faithful, which makes the costumes look silly. But overall, I think it's a fine adaptation, even if it has its issues. I should have locked in this time. I think me hearing my controller vibrating through my headset absolutely was the cords, because I rearranged things and now I'm like not hearing that anymore. Like I can hear my controller vibrating, but like normal. It's not like it's like reverberating through my headset. Oh, no, come on. Yeah, we're doing a little better this time. Ah, ooh. He's gonna hit phase 2 and I'm gonna get fucked. Oh, wait. Hold on. Can we do it? All right. We clutched it out.
Incredible. You defeated the king.
It is baffling to me. So I used the summons quite a bit the first time I played this, and it's baffling to me how much, even having used the summons when I did this the first time, I am doing far better overall without them this time than I did then with them. It's crazy. What other game adaptations have there been? Ooh, that's a lot of people to talk to. Oh. There have to be more. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay, listen, though. Listen. I've not watched all of them. I've only actually... I've never seen a single Silent Hill movie. I've only seen the first 3 Resident Evil movies. Like, none of the new ones, but the first 3 of the original, like, run of ones they did.
Antonia's condition is getting
I'm
worse.
not saying they're good.
I knew it would come to this. We're all
but
safe, thanks to her sacrifice.
I love me some, like, so bad it's just, like, funny to watch garbage. I love watching some trash.
To help you.
And those fall in that category where they're so bad, but they're like sincerely trying to be good movies. And so it's just satisfying to watch that garbage. There are some bad movies that like are just like, they're just boring and not enjoyable, but like that one I like how bad it is. There are other great ones. Velocipaster is amazing. Most awful Nick Cage movies. Oh, they're the best. Willy's Wonderland, great. It's basically like remember, I was never into Five Nights at Freddy's. I remember watching the movie and I was like, okay, it's fine. I don't really, doesn't really resonate with me because I've never like played them. But Willy's Wonderland is just like, what if we made our own Five Nights at Freddy's movie, put Nick Cage in it, and have him not speak a damn word of dialogue the whole movie? Not once. I love it. There's another one, another Nick Cage one. Can expand full scenes.
At the House of Vanini.
Oh.
Master Vanini carefully curated
there's one called
this
Between
collection
Worlds.
box himself.
It's so bad.
With it, you have returned to us what was
Willy's
stolen.
Wonderland, I think, is at least like a fine
Our
movie.
gratitude.
Like it's not amazing,
The House of Vanini
but like
always
it's fine.
keeps a few special
Willy's
items
or
in the
Between
private
Worlds is like one of the
reserves,
worst movies I've ever
only
seen, and
for
I
our
love
more
it.
discerning patrons,
It-
of course.
If you haven't heard of it, the gist of it is Nick Cage is like a truck driver who... Actually, did I get a boss soul? He's a truck driver who, you know, goes to a truck stop or gas, wherever he's at. And some woman comes up to him. Oh, also Nick Cage's like wife is dead. Some woman comes up to him and is like, I need you to choke me. And he is like, what? He's like, you need to choke me because when I get like choked to near death, I can like talk to spirits and like traverse the spirit world. And so like her daughter was in a motorcycle accident. And so she's like, you need to choke me so that I can pull my daughter's soul back into her body. But what happens is that it's not her daughter's soul that gets pulled into the body. It's Nick Cage's dead wife's soul that gets pulled into the daughter's body. And it's so weird. It's oh my god. No, I really liked this on my last playthrough, and I could make it motivity, but I think I'm just gonna not. All Legion arms ability tier +1. But what does that mean if I were to have a maxed out one? I feel like then it would mean nothing. I feel like it's a waste of slot almost. I'm gonna get this. I'm not gonna use it probably, but that movie is batshit insane. Nick Cage's acting is one of the examples of his acting where it's like he's giving it his all for a script that's awful. What is the line? There's a part when she's trying to explain to him how the stuff works, and he's just like waving his hand like this in her face. He's like, what the fuck was that? and he's trying to tell her about, he tells her about his family.
When you reach a certain
and
age,
he's like, you want to see a picture of him? And he shows her a picture.
That's a portrait.
And
when I was young.
She starts to be like, oh, they're really cute, and he just goes, oops, they're dead. Like, what is going on? Later he's sitting there. It's so he ends up hooking up with the woman's daughter, but his wife is in the body. And like, while that's going on, it flashes back to when he's hooking up with his wife, and he's reading from a book. I don't know if you've ever had those like standardized tests. Oh wait, of course. It looks like a little blue book that you take like a standardized test in. It's just like a sheet of blue paper with like 4 pages inside. It's the most cheap looking thing. And I can't, it's supposed to be some like sex book, and I can't remember what the book is titled, but on it says it's written by Nicolas Cage. And then it flashes forward to the present time where he's like with the daughter, wife, whatever, and he just suddenly has the book in the present too, just out of nowhere, and he's reading from it as they're doing their thing. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Who else could I talk to? Was it Geppetto, I assume? I've never heard of that. I love me some Tarantino movies. I've not seen every one, but I love his movies. I feel like Django Unchained. I feel like a lot of people would say Pulp Fiction is the best. I think Django Unchained is the best. Geppetto's not even here. I think Django Unchained is the best, but my favorite might be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I liked that one a lot. Any Belt slots. I don't care about that. I don't care about fruit uses. Increase the window. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. And then... Lowers guard regain reduction. Why do I feel like I have no clue what that means? Reduces stamina from dash. I honestly don't remember that much of Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill, I was kind of indifferent towards. I never saw Volume 2, though. I feel like if I saw Volume 2, it would help a lot. Because if I remember right, Volume 1 kind of like it feels, if I remember right, it feels like the two of them should be one movie, and Volume 1 kind of ends just like halfway through what would be one movie. And so that might be why I'm a little, eh. I've seen like one Chucky movie. What is it? Whichever one is the one where the kid that goes to boot camp is like the only one I've seen the whole way through. I don't know what to do for this last one. Let's do that, whatever that means. There's a lot of so bad they're good horror movies, though. Thanks, Killing. One.
The portrait hanging in Geppetto's. I sent
not.
it to Geppetto.
I was gonna say Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. The first one's just like bad, and it's not even redeemably bad. The first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is just like bad. The second one is in that sweet spot of so bad it's good. Several of the Conjuring universe movies are like that for me. Where are? Oh, are you? You're out here right now, aren't you? Like I love the first Nun movie. I think it's so stupid. The second one didn't hit as good for me though. Curse of La Llorona was also so stupid. It was great.
At last, we speak frankly instead of with professional reserve. I have something to confess. Something involving your unique perspective. I am a puppet whose ego has awoken. I don't know exactly why, and we need not dwell on the details. Instead, I wish to dwell on the welfare of Lady Antonia. I adore Lady Antonia. It is a presumptuous feeling for a puppet to have, to be sure. I have no intention of putting myself forward, of course. However, I cannot watch her die.
What the like good human options in this quest are.
Thus, I need your unique perspective. You exist somewhere between.
Oh, I haven't seen a single Final Destination movie since I was a child.
Fall in love?
Which that's probably not a good thing.
Have you ever met a puppet
That's when I saw them as a child. But like. Wedding ring.
It exists indeed. An unbelievable love, to be sure, with a wedding ring as its symbol. I fear even trying to pursue such a splendid happiness. I have no intention of telling her.
I was about to say
of
the
course.
Scream movies, but I wouldn't even say the
wouldn't be
Scream
proper
movies are
to
so bad they're
burden
good. I think the
someone
Scream
so
movies are just
frail.
great.
If I may be frank,
The Saw
this is
movies.
better than I dared hope.
The Saw movies, a lot of them are so bad they're good.
I
love the
shall
Saw movies.
savor it. Thank you. It was wise to confide in you. Thank you for granting me that wisdom.
Like, also, the newest one was great.
No matter what fate
Whatever,
brings
Saw
us,
X. Saw X is
I will
great.
be at Lady Antonia's side. Serving her is my duty. Welcome to Hotel.
Do you have anything of worth right now? No. What is the apple? I don't remember what this is for. I'm gonna buy it, assuming that I have stuff. Yeah. I might as well use all of them because I might be able to. But no, I'm gonna hold off.
No matter what, serving her is my duty. Welcome
I was
to
just told
Hotel
a friend of mine just told me that the
How
other
may I
day,
be of service?
and I'm upset.
The Stalkers are Krat's vigilantes. There are two groups of them. The Bastards
Like, I don't
and
want-
the Sweepers.
I don't want the new Saw to be
Bastards
canceled.
are an organization of guards.
It's crazy because like the new one was so good. Like, why?
Motto, honor or nothing. The Sweepers are an organization
Who
of
knows?
guards for the old families of Krat. Motto, we always repay what is owed.
But I'm also like super
Historically,
out of the loop
the
with a lot of
relationship
stuff.
between the two groups has been turbulent.
Recently, I've been on kind
but
of
most were
a
killed in the puppets'
not using
full-scale
much social
attack.
media,
That is what little I know beyond
so
the hotel
I've been
walls.
super out of the loop.
May I serve you in some other way? No matter what fate brings us, I will be at Lady Antonia's side, serving her. Welcome.
What the apple's for? It doesn't really count as horror, but if you've never seen the movie Rubber,
I know my way around a weapon.
that's like
Want me to
a
look at
bad
something?
horror movie about a tire with psychic powers who is murdering everyone in town. Like a car tire. So great. Like, it goes to murder someone, it just wiggles a bit and they explode, and that's all there is to it. Oh, wait. Am I dumb? I just didn't talk. I'm imagining things now. I was like, I went over and talked to him for sure.
Ah, I heard you defeated the King of Puppets.
I did defeat the king.
Amazing.
I was doing really bad and I locked in.
Without their leader. They have no purpose, no focus.
The
To
focus.
think one can have so much control through ergo waves. If we don't determine who or what is causing it, this could all happen again tomorrow. I fear
I was about
must
to try to
call
like
upon you again, my
mimic the
friend.
way he said ergo, and I can't.
Please gather records of the puppets'
I
ergo
can't
waves while
roll
you're
my
defeating
R's like that, like the Italian Spanish way of rolling R's. I've never been able to do it, and I don't understand how it works. I can like roll, like kind of like roll an R in the back of my like mouth, like, but I can't do it like towards the front like they do in like Spanish and Italian. I have no clue how you do it. I've desperately tried so many times. Maybe one of these days I need to like look up a YouTube tutorial and just beat my head against the wall figuring it out. That's what I did in middle school. I never knew how to whistle, and one day in middle school I was like, I need to know how to whistle. And so I was just like sitting there at home going like trying to figure it out. I learned. Oh, there's Geppetto.
I'm glad you're safe. I was so scared I would lose my precious son. It's risky for me, just being out here. Fortunately, you didn't need my help. I'm so proud that I got to see my son defeat the king. Hopefully the lesser puppets will die down soon.
And the only reason I can
Now
even
that
like
the
do it
king
in the
is
back of my
dead,
throat,
the
because
puppets
a
have no
friend of
leader,
mine in high
no
school were
direction.
like just annoying shits and would
But
sit
the
there
curse of the
in like
petrification disease
in the
still
corner of the
lingers.
room, just
It's
quietly
tough,
like
but I know where you should go
making
now.
bird noises to like
The
confuse and
grand
annoy people. So we'd be
exhibition.
sitting there just going,
Rumors say the alchemists there have developed a cure. As a man of invention, I'm skeptical of the alchemists, both their science and their motives. But they may be the city's last hope. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful. If it will help Antonia and the others, it's worth exploring. Go to the grand exhibition and see what you can find.
hey, more pulse cells. I'll take that. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back here for a minute because I just got a call that I didn't realize until just now, so I will be right back. I was muted. And so begins the game of phone tag, where you call someone back and they don't answer. So we'll see how long this takes. And I will have to AFK for a minute at some point. In their defense this time, I will say, so like, my mother is really bad with it, and but in her defense, the call was 15 minutes ago, and I only just saw it, so it wasn't immediate, at least this time. So I can't fully blame her. Oh. Walls. No. No. Oh, this is all going to shit. Which I think, based on the time, she probably called me while I was mid-boss. So that's good.
What's going on?
Odds are, knowing
All
my
these
luck, that's
puppets
exactly
are
what's going to happen again.
Down, depressed even.
Perfect
That
game
seems
to be
weird.
playing
That's
to answer a
weird,
phone
right?
call. The one where you cannot pause. Or can you? Does this have one of the fake pauses? Like, I don't know if this is a pause. Let's find out. Not a pause. I got knocked right out of it. I mean, just to do my due diligence, my due diligence. You haven't played this, especially because DLC's coming out in however many months.
Their king dead,
Oh, I'd highly recommend it.
they seem lost.
I think I was.
Then again, maybe
I think I might have said it during the first stream of this, but like, at least in my opinion,
whatever's happening. It's like
this
they can't tell
is
their
like
elbow joints from their tail sockets.
the
I'm not even sure they can
best
function without the king to guide them.
non-From Software Souls-like that has been made. More than any other. I mean, granted, a lot of them are trying to do their own weird thing. But this one like captures the feeling, like just the way the game feels to play, and the way the bosses feels, the way that the just moving and playing feels, captures it way better than any of the others. Like, I don't know about Wukong because I haven't played it, but I assume that's in the same position as the little bit I've played of Stellar Blade, where it's like, I feel like I probably wouldn't really count it as a Souls-like because it's a little bit more action-y. But like, played Code Vein, it's fine. It's enjoyable enough. I don't like it nearly as much as this. I've tried Neo several times, and it just doesn't click with me. I think mostly I just find all of the like stat and gear stuff in it overwhelming, and so I just fall off of it. I played a tiny bit of 2, and it felt like it was a little better, but my brain nags at me and is like, no, you're not allowed to play 2 unless you play 1 and earn it. So I will probably just never play it because I can never finish 1. What did I just get? A quality thing. Okay. And like the newer Lords of the Fallen's already. Definitely wouldn't say it's as good as this. Oh, just chill. The old Lords of the Fallen, I would say, is not that great. Oh, then there's Surge 1 and 2, which I can never get into. Those I kind of just, eh. This one just feels right. And I'm so glad they decided to make a DLC for it. I'm so excited. I don't remember what the next boss is. There's a tiny part of me that's thinking if the next boss is the Black Rabbit Brotherhood again, which if so, I don't know how I managed to beat the first round of them the first try, because I was stuck on them for a bit the first time I played this. And I feel like there's no way that I will become that lucky again on the second fight. Oh, there we go. The arcade. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of vaguely remember this area and I thought it was a little later for some reason. I thought that was gonna whiff. That's it? Alright. See, I briefly played it and was getting really into it, and by briefly I mean for literally 2 days. My siblings really like it, and they kept harping on me, asking if I played it yet, and I kept being like, no, I don't care, no, because I don't really I don't really get into like competitive multiplayer games like that anymore. Back in high school, I really enjoyed a few. Like, I liked the original Modern Warfare 2 a lot. Halo 3. I didn't play it as much, but I didn't play it as much as Call of Duty, but like still liked that. But then like I left to start college and played a fair bit of League for a couple years, and by a fair bit I mean I didn't play anything else. And ever since I stopped playing League, I just like haven't played anything like that. Like I still would enjoy League. I was getting to the point where I was like, I don't really have people to play with, and every time that I'm like playing this on my own, it's just making me like just angry and depressed with the game. So I'm like, I'm just done. I didn't like the toxicity of everyone playing. Arcane's amazing. Love Arcane. But yeah, when I stopped League, I just never really... Every now and then I dabble in something. Like the new Modern Warfare, I think I dabbled in for like a week, and then just... eh. They just don't vibe with me anymore. They just feel like... just something clicked in my brain, and whenever I play them, I feel like I'm not gaining anything. Because, like, sure... This is not the way to go. Sure, like, League of Legends is repetitive. Because you're playing the same game over and over again. You're, like, doing Summoner's Rift over and over again. Where do I go? Or did I get a key? But, like... For some reason, like, playing Summoner's Rift on League over and over again doesn't feel as repetitive to me as doing, like, a deathmatch in a shooter over and over again. Like, there's more differences in a game of League than just another round of a shooter. Hero shooters like Overwatch and, come on. Rivals don't have that issue as much because it's like League where you have the different heroes. But like, I don't know, I guess because like something like League having the different heroes or different champs, and like the game can be like going differently depending on who's doing well, whereas like you play Call of Duty and like every game is just like the same. You just shooting other generic military guys, and then someone finally kills you, you respawn, you start trying to find and shoot other generic military guys. Like, I don't know. Nothing against like people who enjoy them. I just can never get into them much anymore. Again, if I had like a bunch of people to play with, that'd probably be one thing and be more fun. But at least playing by myself, I'm like, nah, it's not worth it anymore. I still dabble in WoW a couple times a year, but that's kind of a different sort of online game to me. Like, it's not the same. Like, MMOs are a different classification of online multiplayer game. One day I'd like to go back and finish playing through the main story of Final Fantasy 14, but like such a time sink. One day, maybe. And yeah, Activision is super greedy. I would not say like I don't think I'd say they're the worst, but they're not great. Like when I think of like, oh yeah, like shitty like game companies, Activision is not one of the first things that comes to my mind. EA, however, like I don't know what people at EA are smoking when they're saying things like, oh yeah, the reason Dragon Age didn't do well is because it wasn't live service. Like, what are you smoking? Like people need to get off the live service train. So many companies keep trying to turn things into live service games, and like 95% of them just run face first into a wall and go nowhere and just lose money. Like, it's, why are we doing this? It's like back like 10 years ago, or a little over 10 years ago, when everyone was trying to make their own MMO because WoW did so well, and they all kept failing. But like, it's worse. Now everyone needs a live service and they keep failing even harder. I'm also probably going to try the new Dragon Age because of that. I would never have bought it, but if I can try it for the great price of free, then why not? Well, I guess, you know, in quotes, free, but but I heard a lot of people enjoyed it. Like, it looked bad in previews, but then people were playing it, and I heard people be like, it's actually kind of fun. Like, so I'd give it a shot. The issue is that it requires me to turn my PlayStation on, as it's been sitting collecting dust for like 2 months for whatever reason. The stuff I need to play too. I need to finish Stellar Blade. I barely got into that. Still haven't played the second Alan Wake DLC. Alan Wake 2, I mean. And I love that game. Honestly, if I ever at some point get a PlayStation, like a capture card, maybe I'll just stream Stellar Blade for shits and giggles as an excuse to actually play it. I played probably like, I don't know how much, but I'm gonna ballpark I played like a quarter of it. At best, a third. I'm also still slowly working through Silent Hill 2. That has been a, when did it come out? October? That has been like a 6-month venture. Played it a little bit, didn't touch it for 2 months. Played it a little bit, and, you know, and the cycle continues. Alright, need key again. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I feel like one thing, I don't remember if a lot of people complain about it, but I feel like I saw some complaints about Lies of P and how it's like, compared to Souls games, a little linear. And I feel like I'm probably, this is a hot take probably, and I'm maybe in the minority, but I don't think I've ever played a game and had a complaint that it was too linear. Like it has never bothered me personally if a game is very linear. I know it's a big complaint people have about Final Fantasy 13, which I've never played. I played a few hours of it, and I want to play it. The few hours I played, I had no issue. I understand, and people are right that it's like, oh, you're just walking down a straight corridor the whole time, but I was, It wasn't getting to me. I was enjoying it plenty. There we go. You didn't click anything. Yeah, I mean, people are super critical of. You're right. People are super critical of a lot of games for no reason. But like, I feel like everyone has at least like one game that they're like that with. I think it's just for a lot of people the how like nonsense it is that they think that about one game or the other is on a spectrum and can be a worse or better take. Like I know for me, everyone who likes the games, to each their own, it's fine. I understand why they enjoy them. However, God, do I hate Elder Scrolls. Like, when Skyrim first came out, I like binged that shit for like a whole week, and I was enjoying it. And then as the years kind of went on, my like retrospective view of Skyrim got worse and worse. And now I look back on it and I look at like most Bethesda games like that or Starfield, and I'm just like, I hate these. Because at least when I look at it, I'm like something like Skyrim and Elder Scrolls, I'm seeing a fantasy world that like a lot of people like the story. To me, I find like the Elder Scrolls fantasy world far less interesting than like any other fantasy world. It's way more bland to me. I don't really care for the visual look of Elder Scrolls stuff. Same reason, I think it's kind of very bland. But I could get over all of that. My biggest thing with Skyrim, specifically Skyrim, is because I have tried to play it again a few times in the last couple years, and every time I hate how it feels. I hate the clunky, like, first-person melee combat thing, and I understand it's old at this point, but like, it just doesn't feel good to me. And every time I try to play it, I can't get over it. Oh, hold on here. I will be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. I am muted. As I hoisted by my own petard. I switched the scene. And, you know, that mutes me enough to switch the scene. But I'm paranoid anyway, so I switch the scene and then also mute my microphone itself. And I just completely forget. My interface lights up red, and you'd think that I would see the giant red circle saying that I'm muted. Nope. Nope.
Who are you? You look like a stalker.
But, oh, what was I? What's this? I don't care about any of this. Anyone who's into Elder Scrolls stuff, it's fine. Get it. I don't know. I just have very little caring for it, and I'm so confused with what the shortcut was for. After Starfield, like the little bit I played of Starfield, and I really didn't like it, and I'm just like, man, why does everybody have just like this just like hard on for Bethesda stuff? Like, it's so far behind anything else. Like, the best way for me that I could describe it was that, to me, like any like Skyrim, Starfield, like Fallout, any Bethesda game, to me feels like you could, like, they have a lot of stuff and yeah, they're really immersive, but like any individual part of like Bethesda games, I feel like is worse than that same thing in one of its other contemporary games. Whether it be like, oh yeah, Bethesda combat, like Skyrim combat is worse than combat in this game. Skyrim story is worse than the story in this other game that came out at the same time. And so forth. Like, I feel like every bit of the games has a different game that does it better. It's just that they have so much that people overlook it. And then with Skyrim specifically, you have people that are like, you have all the like, no, Skyrim's amazing. All you have to do is download these 37 mods that turn it into a completely different game. And I'm like, okay. So what you're saying is Skyrim on its own is deeply flawed. No. Don't get me wrong. I completely understand, like, enjoying things despite the fact that they, like, can be old and janky, and that's fine. Like, for example, I will, like, from an objective standpoint, never argue that Kingdom Hearts 1 is better than Kingdom Hearts 2. Because Kingdom Hearts 2 is just better. However, Kingdom Hearts 1 is my favorite still. So, like, I get it. Despite it being, like, way jankier and old feeling, whatever, it's still my favorite. So, like, I understand. Is this where I need to go? I'm assuming that I picked up a key and I just, like, missed it and glazed over the fact that I picked up a key. Yep. No, you know what it is? I'm gonna my like Elder Scrolls Skyrim hate, I'm very biased and it's not fair because it doesn't, like 80% of it has nothing to do with like me on my own, like starting to like try to play them and not liking it and whatever. No, the hate started because oh my god. Oh, up. Okay, hold on. I'm dying. I need... Oh, I forget which one of these is... Oh, I used the wrong one first, but it's fine. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me go, please. Let me go, please. Had a friend who, would, like... He like really was into ESO, and back in high school, like I played a lot of WoW in high school, but like the vast majority of it I was playing on my own. I would try to convince friends to play with me, and there was always excuses, whether they just didn't care, thought it was dumb, thought it was a waste of money because to pay monthly for a game. Even though I was like, yeah, but if you're like actually playing an MMO, it's cheaper than like buying a $60 game that you only play for like 10 hours. But I digress. I'm not doing good with this right now. But anyways, ended up getting really into ESO. So strike one for always like kind of MMO bashing for years and then getting into an MMO. And you may think, but Elder Scrolls is free. Yes, but they paid for the optional subscription to get extra stuff. So then they start playing that. And occasionally I'm like, you should try WoW now that you like MMOs. Play some WoW. Just refused. Adamant refusal all the time. And at one point, I put a solid like, now I know in MMO time this isn't that much, but it's a decent bit. I put like a good 20 hours, 25 hours into ESO. Oh no. Into ESO to see if I could like get into it. Why is this not? Oh, can I not like fix it? Fix it! Oh no. Okay, hold on. I don't know what I expected. Oh boy. Don't I have like fancy repair things? Oh, I thought maybe that would at least work. This might be like the first time I've ever like full broken a weapon in this game, and I didn't know that I couldn't fix it at all. This is very unfortunate, and I don't really know how to remedy this. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Other weapons exist. I can just use something else. Huh. Anyways, so yeah, I refused to play WoW. I put a good 20-25 hours into ESO. Try to like it. At no point was I like enjoying it, but I was trying. I was really not liking the way quests were structured. I felt like 70% of the time I was just being told, run over here, talk to a person. Now run all the way over here, talk to a person. And I felt like I was very rarely actually doing anything. Like even like generic stereotypical MMO quests, like go kill 20 boars, would have been accepted, would have been appreciated. But still, it's trying. Said friend eventually caves and tries WoW. Tries WoW with me for like, I'm gonna say like, let's just say 2 hours to be generous. The whole time that we're trying WoW a little bit together, he is talking shit on it, just making fun of it. Oh yeah, haha, this is bad. Oh, I go do this stupid thing. And some of the things that he was shit talking are exactly the same way things work in like every MMO, including ESO. So I'm like the one that you like does the same thing. Why? And other things, at least in my opinion, I was like, this does this way better than ESO. I don't know why. So yeah, all of that really tainted my view on ESO. So it's hard to come back from that because there's a lot of bitterness there. There's like a weird elitism, I guess, that my mind automatically associates with like die-hard Elder Scrolls people now. Boy, is it hard to maintain a mental map here as I'm going off on some long-winded rant. Isn't there like a clown dude down here? I thought there was some sort of clown enemy. Oh, there he is. I see him now. I've never got... I started Life is Strange once. I never finished it. Can I not hit them through this? Alright. Come on. But yeah, I never played that much of it. I don't know why. I wasn't disliking it. It was just one of those deals where like I started playing and just never... just got distracted or something. I don't know. Oh, please. But I don't think I've played many of those games in general. I think I played like season 1 of Walking Dead, Until Dawn. I think the only Telltale game I played was Game of Thrones. I think. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I just said that I played season 1 of Walking Dead, forgetting that that's also Telltale. No, I have it. Haven't played it. Same with House of Ashes. I've been like hit and miss with wanting to play any of them, only because like loved Until Dawn. I didn't like Man of Medan. So like, since Man of Medan was the first one after Until Dawn, I'm very wary of all the rest of them. So like Until Dawn came out, it was great, liked it. I didn't like Man of Medan. And then whatever the one was that came out after Man of Medan, everyone I ever saw talk about it said it wasn't good. And so I was like, okay. As far as I've heard, I think a friend of mine played The Quarry and they liked it. And I think I heard House of Ashes was all right. But then what's the newest one, like Casting of Frank Stone or something? I feel like I haven't really seen favorable opinions on. So like I'm weary again. I didn't remember that The Devil in Me existed. Is that the newest one? Like, did that come out after Frank Stone? Or is that just not out yet? Or wait, I misread what you said. I said The Devil in Me is the best one that they're doing, and that made me think it wasn't out yet for a second. But I read that wrong. It's just, the whole Dark Pictures thing for me though is like it's so odd that Until Dawn was so good and so well received, and then like everything since has been a coin flip. And like the only reason I didn't like Man of Medan was because I don't remember how long it took, but it felt like I beat it really fast. Like to the point I remember, because I was playing it with somebody, and I remember we got to the ending, and it was like we had played it so little that I think I remember making a joke. Like something happened and I was like, oh, thank God, I thought it was gonna like cut to credits there. That would have been stupid. And then it cut to credits and I was pissed. I wasn't pissed. I was just like, really? That's it? Maybe I somehow just made a series of like terrible choices that ended with making the game end early. I don't...
It actually worked. This has to be how the King of Puppets did it. How he
like, we didn't have a bunch of people die that I remember.
I can't believe you can transmit your voice through ergo waves. What a brilliant discovery. And you'll never believe what signal I've picked up over the ergo. A cry for help from the Grand Exhibition. Somehow someone survived. I'm suspicious too, but you have to investigate. What if it's some trapped innocent?
Alright, gotta go level up. Wait, what's that? What is this? What is the wine for? I don't remember who wanted wine or why. Oh no, there was some like old woman in a window. So is this repaired now that I just rested? No. Oh wait, yes. I'm going insane. I don't know what the lightning symbol is on it. What is the lightning symbol? We're just gonna ignore it, I guess. It's repaired and that's all that matters. Damn it. Alright, where? Up here, I think. Up there? Maybe? No. No, you're not up here. Over here. Yes. Yes? Yes.
La oui.
La oui.
Bottle, it has a distinctive shade of red.
Oui, oh.
Thank you, young
Le
one.
baguette
Every
et la
step is a struggle when
oui.
you have the petrification disease. But this glimmer of happier days is priceless. Oh, I almost forgot. Speaking of price, here's what I can spare.
Can't tell if this
Please,
is that a...
take it.
I thought the smudge on the window in game, like that's like right above where her cup is, was a smudge on my screen. Save time. What's the item again that I can just teleport back? Nope, not that. That one. But you know, even though the dark picture stuff is hit and miss.
Back. It's a necklace.
I
from a charity house. They took care of orphans.
You have to at least give them some credit in that
Many of those
I
children
feel like
grew
there
up
are
at
not
the ruins
enough
estate
like
and became alchemists, technicians,
big
and
horror
stalkers.
games.
I hope
Like
the
there's a
king didn't
whole
harm
bunch of
any
indie,
them.
like small horror games. That's
Or
great.
Don't tell me.
But as far as like big
king's
notable
ergo is
like
actually-
horror stuff to
you
sink your
okay?
teeth into, I feel like there's not
You
that
look ill.
many.
Ever since I mentioned the necklace.
You got those.
My heavens.
You got Resident Evil. But, like Resident Evil's pushing like what? Like 2 years since 4 Make came out? Something like that. Got Silent Hill, but Silent Hill's been dead for a while, so that's new for all intents and purposes.
You're
Outlast
changing.
Trials, whatever exactly that is, I
You're
guess is kind of
becoming
newish,
something
but like
more than a puppet.
the actual proper Outlast
Almost
games, it's been a while,
human.
I think.
If this is what
Yeah.
you want, just keep behaving. Keep feeling like a human does. You might just hold the true secret of Ergo.
Yeah, I feel like Dark Picture is like really the only like horror stuff of that kind. Well, that's like the only like type of like it's the only dev
I'll
doing that
use
type of
my
game
power
really
to
like
help
right
you.
now at all. Because Telltale's like dead still, right? I think. Oh, I just barely don't have enough. Okay, we can use some stuff. There's a sure of the other
I'll
big
use
horror
my
games that
power
I'm
to
just
help you.
oblivious to right now, and I can't remember, or I just haven't played. There have to be. Dude, I think I don't know if I ever started Detroit. I feel like if I did, I played for maybe 30 minutes and that's it. And it's not because I didn't like enjoy it. I just there's so many games that I start and then just get distracted. My backlog's
I know
awful.
my way around.
Oh, we can talk.
At the House of Vanini, even
What do you have? Rest of Praise. Oh, did I?
strike a light. The Foundation is a sort of fan club, sir. A very limited number of these were minted for the original members. Well, once Master Vanini established himself as the Prince of High Society, his popularity skyrocketed, and his
Alan
signature
Wake
coat
2.
and glasses were mass-produced.
Alan Wake 2 came
This
out
is one of the originals,
a
however,
year and a half ago.
from the limited run. Take care of it, won't you? You have restored Master Vanini's lost
Like, I don't know. I
collection.
feel like we get like one or two like big
Small
horror
token
things
of
every couple
appreciation,
years,
sir.
and like that's it.
Thank you.
Whereas like any other type of genre, we're getting like various things like all the time. Alan Wake 2 is great. If you never played the first one, I'd highly recommend playing that one too. However, gameplay-wise, they're different enough. Like, obviously, it'd be kind of weird playing the second one and going back to the first story-wise. But gameplay-wise, they're different enough that, like, playing the second first, I don't think would ruin anything with the first one. I don't know how to explain it other than the first one's very much more, like, arcadey and, like, so obviously a 360 game. Like, even if you play the remaster, it's one of those deals where you start playing it and you're like, oh yeah, this is, man, this feels like I'm playing a 360. I forgot this issue with this area, never remembering which way is the way from the Stargazer. Up there, right? So this way, I hope. guess. And Alan Wake 2 was like one of my favorite games of 2023. And by that, I mean I'm failing to remember what other games came out to try to compare it to.
Automatic puppets and City of the Future. The plan was to show
Baldur's Gate 3, I guess, but I didn't actually play Baldur's Gate 3 at that point. I just played the bit of Act 1 that I started, and then that's it.
Hold an exhibition in a city that's fallen into utter chaos. And now the whole city is an exhibition of a nightmare.
Ooh, that broke his sword right away. Sick. Hello, guy. Oh, that's too far away. Oh, oh, dog. This dog not friend. Yeah, I need to go finish the second Alan Wake 2 DLC. Because I heard it was good. The first DLC was super fun. It was really silly. I don't know if the second DLC is as silly. I don't... Boy, do I not remember which way is like proper progress here. Shortcut. I think I opened that door from the inside. Oh, oh. Oh. Okay. Dogs will get you. That's another reason I'm really excited to play Crow Country finally. I know it's like survival horror, and like it being like PS1 aesthetic is like, it makes it a little less like scary. But still, I thought it looked super cool when it came out, and I'm really excited to finally actually get around to it. Same with Signalis, which I had started before, but I only played it for like 30 minutes. It was another one of those games that unfortunately just fell by the wayside. And now see, I'm more intrigued into like trying Crow Country. Like I'm more interested in that than Signalis. However, the reason I'm going to play Crow Country first is because the general consensus I got from the interwebs as far as like which one is better was that most people considered Signalis better overall. So I figured I would start with the one that people still love, but they generally think is not quite as good. That way I don't play Signalis first and potentially get disappointed by Crow Country, if that makes any sense at all. But in between the two, there's a different one that I want to play. What is it? Hold on. One moment, I'll see what it's called. I keep forgetting the name of it. Fear the Spotlight. But it was in I got it, it was bundled. And by bundled, I mean it was still the same price as separately, just slightly cheaper. But it was bundled with Crow Country when I bought it on the sale recently. So, since that's a little bit different of a vibe than Signalis and Crow Country, which are both like OG Resident Evil type of things, I figured I'd just throw that in between them just to not get burnt out on that kind of style. Saw you like emo phase too. Oh, I still have emo phase. It will never end. I mean, there's obviously bands that like I listened to more back in the day that I don't so much anymore. But I mean, it's emo mode's still full swing. Like hell, I'm going to see Bullet for My Valentine again in like a month and a half or so. I'm seeing Chiodo soon, but that's not actually even that one's not on me. I never listened to Chiodo, so a friend wants to go, and so I am just accompanying. I know like one song. Love Motionless in White. Motionless in White is like second favorite. Please. And I'm really excited for when they actually start putting out new music, because I know they're working on it and I want to hear it. And Ricky said something in like an Instagram Q&A where they like I think someone asked about an ETA, and he was like, I don't have an ETA, but we're working on it. All I can say is that it's dark and heavy. And I'm like, oh yes, please give me some heavy chugs. I want some zeros and ones. I want them screams. Them blacks, if you will. I saw I went to of the Trinity of Territours. I want to say the third one like didn't have a show that was like close enough to me to like be worth trying to go, and so I didn't go to that one. But the first two I went to, I've been to both of the Scranton Apocalypse tours that they've done. Those are great. Those were super fun. Especially like they both had their reasons for being great. The first one being like the Super Tour, where Parkway Drive and their tour also played, so it was like a whole day thing. And then the second one was them doing their Reincarnate anniversary, where they played all of that album in full, so that was also great. Excited to see what they do for it this year. I want to say, so I think my favorite show of theirs that I've seen in the last couple years, so I've seen them numerous times. I saw them a couple times way back when they were like still newish, but like I was only starting to get into them, so I didn't really know what, like I saw them, but I wasn't there for them, and like I knew one song, so I don't really remember the shows. But the first Scranton Apocalypse Fest they did, why am I so lost? I really enjoyed that because one, it was like the whole big tour, whatever. But two, because I frankly never thought that I would get to hear them play City Lights live. So I know they hate that song. Like, man, I know they hate that song. And maybe I saw them play it live when I saw them once way back, like 13 years ago, but I don't remember. But yeah, at the Scranton Apocalypse Fest, they played City Lights, and that was great. That was super cool. But then like a month after that, they were also doing a small Halloween show they were doing a Halloween show at a small venue in Philly. That, like, when I say small, it's like 1,000-person venue, like way smaller than they play now. And I was like, oh, God, I gotta go to that. Motionless White on Halloween in a show in a venue that's like way smaller than they play now. Like, that's like small, intimate like that. That was super fun to go to. And they also played City Lights at that show. And he's like, all right, guys, this is the... He's like, I'm not going to say that we're never going to play this again. But if we do, it's going to be a long time. So enjoy it. So if they happen to never play it again, which, I mean, who knows, maybe they will, but if they were to never play it again, I was lucky to be at the last show they played it. Even though I had some mild problems at that show, mostly being just, there was like a 30-minute window of pure unadulterated rage. I don't know what I just heard. Oh, there we go. But at one point, I have like, I'm a very agreeable person, and I don't like, you know, I'm not confrontational. So like, even if I get annoyed at stuff at concerts, I like typically don't say anything. But like, I put up with a lot at concerts. Being someone who is tall, I am 6'2". I don't know which way to go. I think this is a shortcut later. Yeah. My whole concert going experience in my life, I have been dealing with this, and the older that I get, the more it annoys me every time it happens. So like, over the years, my tolerance of it and my being nice about it has gone down, because it's sickening. Where like, I understand if someone's short, it sucks to not see. But on the other hand, I am not the type of person who goes to a concert and tries to like force their way through the crowd to get to the front and force their way in front of everybody. Like, if I end up being up front or something, it's because I got there early, waited in a line, and I was able to get there. I didn't push my way up there. I don't do that. So it is infuriating when like, and this isn't even if I'm in the front. This happens no matter where I stand in the crowd, unless I'm in the very back. But I will be standing there, and someone, some like, either just like high school girls, or occasionally it's some like middle-aged woman. Either way, some like short girls or women will end up behind me. And either they will ask if they can get in front of me, or they will just like not so subtly complain that they can't see, as if I can't hear them. And it's like, you chose to stand there. I didn't push my way up here. I didn't get in front of you. You chose this. I do not feel bad. No, I will not move. Deal with it. And so I was dealing with a little bit of that at that show, which I wasn't even in the front. Like I said, this happens wherever I am in the crowd. Wasn't in the front, still happened. But then, at one point, during one of the opening bands, some girl's like scooting her way through the crowd from the center. Like, she's like, I'm just trying to get out of the crowd. I'm just trying to leave. And I'm always a little sus of that, because some people will like say that just to get in front of you. Or like, hey, I'm trying to get to my friend up there, when there is no friend. They're just making excuses. So she's like, I'm just trying to get out. So I back up very slightly. She goes to scoot in front of me, and then just stays there. She just stays stopped right in front of me, which is annoying. Yeah, the friend excuse is awful. But yeah, she stops right in front of me, which is annoying in and of itself, okay? But this woman reeked of vomit. I don't know if she actually like had like thrown up on herself and that's why she was trying to supposedly get out, or if she was like feeling sick, or if it was just the way her BO smelled, but she reeked like vomit. And so that was miserable. She did finally leave after like 20 minutes, but I was on the verge of like being like, yo, like what the fuck? You said you were leaving. The only reason I moved. But yeah, so aside from that, that show was like top tier. It was so cool getting to see like a band I like that much who's like big now at that small of a show. It was very neat. I'm actually very upset currently because I've loved Bring Me the Horizon's newest album. And I've been waiting anxiously for them to announce a US tour, which they just did. However, it says part 1, so there's like fingers crossed still. But their announcement of the North America tour that says part 1 basically is like giant middle finger to like the East Coast Northeast, and there's nothing. Like the closest thing to like the Northeast US is like South Virginia. And Motionless is opening on that tour, which getting to go see Bring Me the Horizon with Motionless would be sick. And I feel like what's going to happen is that the part 2 of that tour is going to get announced and Motionless will not be on it, and I will be extremely upset. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe like, oh, I'm so fucked. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe in a best case scenario, what's going to happen is Motionless will announce their like part 2 will be announced, and Motionless's Scranton Apocalypse Fest part 2 will be in that tour, because that would be sick. But I feel like there's no way that even if it's just one day that Motionless is gonna headline over Bring Me the Horizon. So I feel like it would be weird if Motionless was like, okay, here's our like yearly festival that we're starting, but we're not headlining it this time. That would seem odd to me. So I don't think that will happen, but it would be neat. But what I think will happen is that part 2 is going to get announced and it'll be different bands and I'm going to be upset. But it's fine. It's whatever. As long as Bring Me the Horizon announces a part 2 of the tour that comes to the Northeast, I'm fine. Oh, come on. Oh, also, like, so no offense to Florida. No offense to Florida, and you living there. But sometimes when I'm like seeing like comments on tour announcements, I get this sense of entitlement from Florida people. In that, and this could be bias for me, because where I live is awful for concerts. And the vast majority of concerts that I can go to are 2.5 to 3.5 hours away. I've gone to some that are like 4.5 hours. If I get really lucky, they're like 1.5 hours or 2. But the majority are like 3 hours away. So I always have to like travel for a concert. Like I have to make a significant drive. But I'll see people be like, no, why no Florida? And like, even though the tour has a date in Florida, and then they'll be like, well, yeah, but it's in Orlando or something like that. And I'm like, are y'all just spoiled because there's like so many like notable cities in Florida that if you have to drive more than an hour, that you're just like, like maybe I'm just crazy because I'm used to having to drive 3+ hours for a lot of concerts. But like when I see people complain that there's no shows near them when there's one like an hour and a half away, and I'm like, come on. Shortcut. Want the shortcut. Shortcut. I will say the one time I've been to Miami, I hated driving there. So I do not have a very favorable memory of Miami. I've been to Orlando plenty. My family growing up was one that every year when we went on vacation, we went to Disney. And that was always our vacation. Oh no. Can we save it? I don't know if we'll save this. We got the shortcut, and that's what matters, really. Oh, nope, we lost it. I knew it. Right when I started that swing, I knew. But I guess Florida's tall. Like, if you live in, like, the very south of Florida, and, like, something's up... I don't know what cities are at the north end of Florida. But if the concert is there, I understand. I guess a lot of times, actually, when I think this, they're like... It's people being like, there's no dates in Florida. But there's one in, like, Atlanta. And I'm like, it's close enough. It's, like, right there. But I guess if you live at the southern end of Florida, Atlanta is still a hefty drive, I guess, probably. Like, I don't know. Miami's at the southern end of Florida, right? Where's Miami? Miami. Yeah, it's down there. How far is Miami from Atlanta? How judgmental should I be? Okay, Miami to Atlanta is like 10 hours. So that is understandable. That is understandable, I guess. I have never 6 hours from you. Yeah. I've personally never I've gone 6 hours for like an orchestra once. But like I've never gone 6 hours for a concert. And the only reason that even happened was a matter of convenience on what day that orchestra fell on, because there were closer options, but they just didn't work. But like really wanted to go. The furthest that I've gone driving for a concert is like 4.5 hours. Or if you want to count traffic being stupid, technically like 5 or 5.5, but that's not really how long the drive was. It just became that long because traffic was dumb. Oh, I wouldn't fly for 6 hours. Well, one, I hate flying. I've flown like 3 or 4 times in my life. I'm terrified. But if I really wanted to go to something, like 6 hours is at the very least far enough that most normal people would be like, well, we'll go to a hotel. We'll drive there and then get a hotel and drive back in the morning. 6 hours is still close enough that I would drive back right away. I would much rather drive back right away, 6 hours, getting home at like 5 in the morning, than spend the extra money on a hotel. It would have to be like 7 hours for me to start considering the hotel. I don't remember which way I went. Oh wait, there was the... I forgot the shortcut. I shouldn't have even come back in here. I did debate if I wanted to go down to, I think South Virginia was the closest one for me, for that Bring Me the Horizon tour, but I think that probably would be like, it would have to be at least 10 hours of a trip for me, I think. Maybe like 12, I'm not sure. So that's really pushing it. And I'm like, if there's gonna be a part 2, I'll just keep my fingers crossed. I've never been good at fighting this enemy. This is like my kryptonite. I remember the first time I played, I also had trouble with these. Ah! Fuck it. Oh, that didn't help at all. Nope. Okay, saved it. Fine. So I've never in my life been to like a festival. Like I've been to Warped Tour. May it rest in peace. I know technically it's back, but I don't think those count. I'm not going to any of them, but I'm just assuming that they're not really gonna feel like Warped Tour. I feel like they're gonna feel like your typical like music festival, and that's not how Warped Tour was. But I've not been to like a festival, and I don't know if the idea of going to one really appeals to me. I don't know, like Warped Tour is one thing and it was cool, but I'm like, do I really want to go to a festival where there's like 3 stages and just like thousands of people, and like unless I'm like camping out for like a whole day and trying not to like piss myself or just wearing a diaper, I'm not gonna have a good spot, and I'll just be watching bands from like 3 football fields away. Like that doesn't sound fun to me. Yeah, Florida weather in May for a festival would probably be not great, but on the other hand, Warped Tour was always in the dead ass crack of summer. So even not in Florida, or like Warped Tour was like, hey, do you want to go spend 12 hours in the blistering 90-degree heat? Go for it. Like, oh man, it was rough. I don't like this. I don't backing up. You come here. Can I trick you into falling? Oh, you're not gonna fall, are you? Come on, fall. Come on, fall. No! Oh! Oh!
What's going on?
Ow. Holy shit! Also, I keep hearing a voice. Oh, it's you. How did I miss you? Is there a ladder, or did I like completely skip being down? Oh, there's a ladder. Okay, I'm just gonna jump though.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Don't come any closer. Huh.
I also, now that the lineups have been announced,
You're not one of them.
I mean, there are some bands I like on the Warped Tour lineups,
Those
but
exhibition jerks are not to be messed with.
there are not nearly enough for me to feel bad that I'm not going.
Then there are those biological experiments. I can't reveal everything, but suffice it to say that I can escape on my
Like, I
own
looked at
if
the
you
full
clear the
lineup, and
way.
my
Please,
reaction was a resounding,
wipe out all those mongrels. Please, wipe out all those mongrels.
all those mongrels.
It'll be easier to breathe once that horrid Victor's been taken out.
Every time I
Once
like
you're
adjust
done,
how my legs
I'll see
are,
you at the hotel.
like how I'm sitting, I'm like so careful because of the whole broken toe situation,
wipe
and because I
out all
can't
those
see,
mongrels.
but I
It'll be
know
easier
there
to
are
breathe once that
obstacles
horrid
under my
Victor's been
desk,
taken out.
like the bottom of
Once
the
you're done,
stand for the
I'll see
light
you
that
at
I
the
have
hotel.
here and other things, and I'm trying so carefully not to bump my toe into one of said obstacles.
Please, it'll be easy.
I highly doubt that means everyone's coming back for it. I am the Panic playing at when we were young is probably just Brendan. I don't know how the terms are between like Brendan and the rest of them, but at the very least, I know that when Panic officially ended, Dallin, what's his name, like Dallin Weeks, who's in I don't know how, but they found me now. Yeah, Dallin Weeks, assuming I'm pronouncing that right. I know he went and changed his description on several old Instagram posts from what they were to things that were like bashing Brendan Urie. So I don't necessarily think they're on good terms, unless they made up in the last couple years. But yeah, I don't know how it's great. I love them. Old drummer used to be in Falling in Reverse, and got kicked out of Falling in Reverse, and now also was kicked out of I don't know how they found me. So don't know what's up with him. As far as I understand, there's some like identity theft shit. I don't know. How is this a shortcut? Did I just fuck myself? Because there was other stuff over up top that I didn't do. Like over there. Oh, can I get back that way? I still like what Falling Universe does now. I'll always have a soft spot for Drug and Me As You, because I was like really into that, and that was like the beginning of my whole music emo era. Do I necessarily agree with some of the stuff that Ronnie Radke says and does online? No. But like, music I think is fine. Scared the shit out of me. Oh my god! Oh! I will say, like, they still put on... They still put on a great show. However, the last time I saw them, I was mildly disappointed. Not because the Oh, sorry. Not because the show was bad, but it felt... It felt like he didn't play enough. Like they played a lot of hits. They didn't play a whole lot of older stuff. A lot of it was the newer stuff, but they still played like Drugging Me As You, played I'm Not a Vampire, I think. They always play Just Like You, which personally, as far as the songs go on that album, I don't care for Just Like You that much as a song. I like other songs on that album way more. But I know it's the big one, so it's whatever. I don't remember how to get up there. I don't remember the shortcut to get up there. Oh, it's right here, isn't it? Somewhere, and I didn't open the door. No? Am I wrong? Wait, I'm lost now. But I don't know, just the number of songs that was played on the set list felt like a little, it like left me wanting. I'm like, that's it? Like, that's all? I think part of the problem was that, like, before the, like, encore bit, he kind of did a bit where, like, he left the stage doing, like, oh, like, you know, how they usually do, like, show's over. But, like, camera followed him, and then there was, like, a bunch of joke stuff they were doing at the tour bus, and then he came back, and that kind of ate up some time. But, like, I don't know, even still, it just... I feel like the set list could have done with, like, at least, like, 3 more older songs, just to kind of, like, fill it out a little better. But, what are you gonna do? And then, like, 3 days, or, like, a week later, I had COVID, and had to, I had gotten a ticket to go see one of Linkin Park's comeback shows, and I had to cancel and sell it because of having COVID from the Fall Universe show. I was so mad. Wait, which way? This way. And now I could see Linkin Park later this year, but, like, I don't know, the excitement about it has worn off a little bit, and so now I don't know if I care to spend the money. Because, like, I think their new stuff is still good. Some of the songs on the new album are, like, kind of iffy on, but some of them I really like. I have no issue with the new singer, but I just... As far as them playing the old songs, it doesn't really have the same excitement to me, considering Chester is obviously not there. And I know they can't really do anything about that, but it still affects my excitement about the older songs. And so I just don't know if it's worth shelling out a couple $100. Sleep Token, though. I'm gonna be fighting for my life for a Sleep Token ticket in the morning. I do like Paramore's new stuff. However, I liked Hard Times more than the newest one, personally. I still think the new album's good, but overall, I liked Hard Times more. Or After Laughter, not Hard Times. Sorry, Hard Times is just the song. But I unabashedly think Twilight is sick. And this isn't even the reason for that, but I Decode will always, I think, be my favorite Paramore song. I just Twilight related because obvious reasons. So was this just a shortcut? Or This is progress now. I'm getting very lost. Progress? Wait, what? Yes? No. Yes? Phone? Alright, give me a riddle. Riddle time.
Another fine day in the city of Krog, but I wonder, my friend, just
I've never
where
gotten to see
you
Paramore
live?
concert though, and I really want to. I tried when they had their like last big tour.
Your goal is to study the human condition. There's no better way than my riddle
But they did one of those things where
It's time for
it was like a real fan type of thing where you had to like sign up and possibly get selected to like get pre-sale tickets. And I didn't get selected to be able to get pre-sale tickets. And by the time I could look at the actual tickets, like many of them were being resold for like $800, and I'm like, well, I'm not paying $800 for Paramore, so I guess I'm not seeing Paramore.
This one will stay out of reach. Think about this. Whatever it takes. What cannot be used before it breaks?
I mean, you could technically use an egg for several things before it breaks. Egging a car. I mean, it breaks as it hits, but like you throw the egg before it breaks. Egging a house. Easter eggs.
How about you? Can you awaken and break free of the shell that is your puppet?
Yeah, so I didn't get to see Paramore on the last tour. And sure as hell, I'm not going to go shell out Taylor Swift money just to see Paramore. That wasn't going to happen.
With a hint. At the grand exhibition, you now must behold all 10 fingertips of the woman of coal.
I did not.
Close.
I
Escapes your notice. Then I'm done
had
with
gotten tickets for their upcoming tour. But then to like, this is a whole thing. It's so infuriating. The Ticketmaster must have changed something at some point, I guess, at the beginning of the year. But I had tickets for the new My Chemical Romance tour. But then I needed some money for stuff because I was having some trouble. I was like, I'm just gonna get rid of these tickets because I didn't know who would go with, and I was like, it's far, and they were expensive. I could probably just use the money for better things. So I sold the tickets. The Ticketmaster changed something, and I guess if you sell, maybe it's to prevent scalpers, but when you sell a ticket now, they do not give you the money. They do not give you the money for it till the show happens. So I was like, well, I could use this money for something better, and tried to sell the tickets, and now I didn't get the money anyway because it's just in nebulous Ticketmaster ether until like August. That's annoying, and so it's making me debate buying a ticket again because why not? But the issue with that is now if I buy a ticket in like roughly the same place where I had a seat before is now like twice as much. Even if it's not a resold ticket, like the actual seats that are left are still like $150 more than what it was when I got it. So that's kind of annoying. So I don't know if it's worth it. But I've never seen MCR. So, and who knows when they might break up again. Come on, backstab. Nope. Fuck. That's fine. It's fine. Oh god, I get you. I thought I was gonna hit the stairs. I was gonna get real upset. Yeah, I didn't know they changed that either. Until I was sitting there and it was like a month since I had sold the ticket. And I was like, why did I still not get paid yet? And I was emailing them and they sent me a thing. They're like, well, it says here, obviously, yada yada. And I was like, what the hell? Which way did I come from? Moon. I don't remember which way I came from. Not that way. You see, thankfully, the possibility of something I want to see being in Miami is slim to none. That is way too far. I say as I'm anxiously waiting an announcement of a show that's going to be on the other side of the country in LA sometime this year that I absolutely will go to. I know that's okay. That's the way to go. But why do I'm so my mental map is ruined. I came from here, right? No. What was up here? No, I didn't come from here because there's a box and this thing. Oh, that thing has more health than I thought. Get owned. Yes, the Legion plug again. Plug for all. Communal plug. So this is where I came from. Yes, okay. We have re-established or recalibrated. Calibrated, that's what I want. Recalibrated where we are. You a shortcut? It'd be super cool if you were. Damn it. I know what enemies in this room, and I don't trust living. Come on. Let's do this. Okay, we're starting good. Starting good. We're doing good against the Puppet Bane. Oh! We were doing good against Puppet Bane. There we go. Okay. Puppet Bane down. Oh, there's that shortcut. Thank Jeeves. Is that the boss already? I don't remember what boss this is. I was half considering leveling up and calling it for the night, but if the boss room is right there, we're at least gonna give it a couple goes. But I still am going back to Hotel Crop before I give it a couple goes, so that I can use my puppet souls. Not lose them. You know, I say that there's like no chance that I would ever go to Miami for a show. as I actually remember, like 7 months ago-ish, I think I almost on a whim considered going down to Atlanta or Orlando or something. And it wasn't even like oh, that's my only place I can see the show. Like, I had already gone to a show on the tour, and I was just like, I kind of want to go again. Dagger. Let's buy more motivity cranks, because why not?
I always welcome friends. May I?
I mean, I would agree, but I'm also biased and have only had one experience with Miami that wasn't the most enjoyable with driving. This isn't the option I wanted. Oh, I want to go over here. That's why. Modify. Oh, I need one more. Damn. I guess it doesn't matter if I can't upgrade that. I keep forgetting that I have it anyway. So, like... I got a new... I feel like there are at least a couple of those that I am missing.
I'll use my power gel.
There were probably one or two that I got from the first couple quests I did that I chose the not real boy answer because I thought I was going to do that. I'm probably too late and won't be able to successfully real boyify by the end of this, and I already screwed it at the beginning, but it's fine. Give me one of those, and one of those. All right, let's go see. Wait. Thought I already talked to you.
At the house of a...
Wait. So I thought. Do I talk to you for it? I thought I talked to the other guy.
They serving welcome to.
Okay, never mind. There we go.
This is. I shall open it. No matter what, serve welcome.
Oh, but those would be nice though. And that. Do I have enough things? No, I don't. All right, well, we're gonna ignore that for now. Yeah, I really don't know what this boss is. When I see it, I'm sure I'll remember, but off the top of my head, there's nothing. Juke him out. Ah, fuck. I didn't juke hard enough. It's fine. We're just going into the boss with one heal down. What's the worst that could happen? I remember it now. I was like examining the arena and it got it. Super Bane.
Welcome to my grave. This is where evolution becomes real. Period. I am Victor, the champion.
I feel like Victor, the champion, is like not enough to sound cool. Like just the champion.
Light to the followers of the truth.
Oh. Oh, man. Why am I not timing that correctly, ever? Oh, I did it wrong again. There we go.
Not over yet. I am the no-good word.
Oh, oh. Oh, I barely got him. I don't remember if he has a phase 2. I feel like he doesn't. I feel like it seems like his health is too much to have a phase 2. But I could be wrong.
You're so weak. Nowhere.
Oh, I thought I could use that to...
Is there Judy on their face?
That was my bad. I thought I could use the Fable art to block the unblockable, like, parry-only red attack, but I guess not. I'll accept that one. That was on me. Nope. Nope. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Fight to the followers of the truth! Humanity must be born again! Is there Judy on their face?
Well. This is going well. This is going super well. I think my brain may have turned off for the day. I honestly deserve this because I got stuck a little bit on like one boss earlier in the first stream, and then like last stream I was killing everything first try, so this is warranted. This is
Fight to the followers of the truth.
It's fine. Too early. That's so too early. Way too early again. Oh, I have not enough health to be doing that. Oh, it was a grab. Oh. That could have been worse, I guess. Oh. Brain no work. But we go again. I also keep forgetting I could use the Legion arm. That's what I wanted. Wow. Ah. Please.
I am the chosen one!
Oof. Oh, come on, stagger. Hey, how's it going? You're here just in time to watch me get owned by Phase 2 after I have gotten owned by Phase 1 like 4 times. Super fun, exciting stuff here. Kane's kicking my ass.
The new world belongs to us!
That was too early. That was so fucking early. Ah. Just stagger, you bastard. Actual, real stagger, please. Oh, that's it. That's death.
Oh God! I dedicate this
Damn.
victory to you!
It is not free to play unless I don't know if it left Game Pass yet, but it has been on Game Pass, and if it didn't have Game Pass, or if it didn't leave Game Pass yet, and you happen to have Game Pass, then yes, it's free. But aside from that, no. I don't know if it still is, but it was on sale on Steam. I think it was dropped down to like 30 something ish. I know Game Pass technically isn't free, but that whenever I've had Game Pass, that's my mindset. If something's on Game Pass, I'm like, oh, it's free. And that's how I originally played this. But since it's leaving, now I gotta redo it on Steam. Ah. Oh my god, that was...
I dedicate this victory to you!
Oh, that was like second worst one yet. Oh, it's a super fun game. In my humble opinion, it's the best non-From Software Souls-like. It's the one that like gets it the most. Right now I'm aiming for like right now I have my schedule set to do like 5 days a week, but my goal is doing 4 or 5 days a week. Pretty much always around like 7. Right now I'm jumping back and forth between this and Baldur's Gate. But like tomorrow I'm playing Crow Country just to
open your eyes,
mix things up a little bit more. I shouldn't have swung. Bad idea. Okay, he just whipped a grab. It's fine. Okay, this one's going okay. I probably just jinxed it, but... Oh, why'd that whiff? Why? I timed that so bad. Oh. There we go. Using vulnerable on the ground? That's so unfair. Yeah, I am from the good old Pennsylvania, Pennsyltucky, as it can be called. Super fun here. A whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing everywhere except for Philly and Pittsburgh.
The new world belongs to us.
Oh no. Oh, I got it that time. Oh no. no. Oh man, I was just about to be like, it's going great, and then that. Fuck. Oh, you bastard. Why didn't you stagger? Oh, there we go. Oh, that was bad timing. That was so bad. Get up, please. Oh man, I'm throwing it. I'm choking. Fuck. Oh no. Please. Hail Mary. One. Oh. Come on, just please just stagger. Oh, there it is. Damn it. I knew it. Oh. That last hit, I was just like, if I stagger him, I get it. If I don't, I'm gonna die. And oh man. Nah, don't try to say I'm playing well. My brain's fried for the day. This is some like C+ gameplay at best right here. Sunday was that A+ gamer mode where I was one-shotting all the bosses.
Open your eyes. Gaze upon the new world.
So bad at timing the kick. No, come on. No, I want that. There we go. Rules for Twitch, we're just vibing right now. People want to hop in and hang and watch. More than welcome and much appreciated. But we're just vibing. Oh, come on. Too early. There we go. Okay, we're doing good with the parries right now. Becoming an affiliate at some point would be cool, but if it happens, it happens. Try our best.
The new world belongs to us.
I probably should heal a little bit, just so I don't get, like, randomly boned. Oh, we should also have... Oh, come on. Fuck. Just let me repair my weapon! Please! Please! Just a little bit of repair. As a treat. Fuck. Go! Favorite game. Really love Kingdom Hearts. Resident Evil's a good one. World of Warcraft always has a soft spot.
Humanity must be born again. It's their duty and their fate.
Any of the FromSoft, like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, the whole shebang. Those are great. Yakuza / Like a Dragon, if you will. Dark Souls is great, especially Puppet Dark Souls, Pinocchio Dark Souls.
Light to the followers of the truth!
Oh. I'm distracted. Oh. This is not a good start. God damn. Dashes for shit. As I just do it. Every time I do the parry the kick, it feels so satisfying. Stop. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I just work from home doing some code stuff. Nothing exciting with that. Been out of school for a bit. Honestly, right now, this is taking up most of my time. I do some odd photography jobs here and there sometimes, but not super frequently. Same with guitar. Playing guitar is cool, but it's hit and miss when I feel the desire to do that with any consistency. Oh, death, isn't it? Man.
It's their duty and their fate.
I think we're gonna give it like We're gonna give it 2 more. And I'm gonna cut myself off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a good start for attempt 1, missing the ladder. All right, come on, guy.
Fight to the followers of the truth!
Good start.
Humanity must be born again! It's their duty and their fate!
Oh! It's gonna drive me insane. We've hit the wall. I knew it would happen eventually. I knew that a wall would be hit at some point. Why is my grindstone not? Oh, no, it was refreshed. It's just grayed out for some reason. Why? I've been not using it this whole time because I thought it was like unusable for some reason and I didn't understand.
Fight to the followers of the truth! This is the power of the Reaper!
I hate how he goes like invincible when he goes down. Oh, he just whipped. Ah, man. Now I'm being too risky and I'm trying to use the fucking arm parry to no avail.
The new world belongs to us!
Fuck. There's a little bit good. Oh man, if he didn't whip, that would have been fine. Okay. One. No, I can't hit him. What am I doing? want the last hit. Oh, I'm throwing again.
I dedicate this victory to you.
Okay. Okay, I said 2 more. I'm gonna stick to 2 more. We are going to call it there. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it was fun. It was nice chatting about concerts and all that jazz. You have a great night. Like I said earlier, tomorrow. No, go over there. Over there. Tomorrow we'll be jumping into Crow Country a little bit. And then back to Baldur's Gate Saturday. And depending how I might do Baldur's Gate a little longer Saturday, depending on how it's a little easier on the weekend for me to convince myself to say F it and just kind of keep going, because I don't have to wake up for my real people job on Sunday. So we'll see. I already schedule it so that I like do a little bit longer anyway. I don't know. I'm really itching to get into Act 2. So we will see. But anyway, thank you for hanging out and have a good night.